when Jungkook truly revealed his feelings, teasing Jimin and calling him sexy, smiling face with hard eyes so sweet. Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Lovers. Imagine this, after nearly 4 years of hiatus due to mandatory military service, BTS finally sat down together for a long, in-depth interview with GQ Korea. For the first time in a while, they opened up honestly, sharing fears, reflections, growth, and the emotional weight of returning as a team. It wasn't just another promotional interview. It felt like a quiet confession from 7 men who had gone through one of the biggest transitions of their lives. But beneath the professionalism, discipline, and thoughtful answers, there was one spontaneous moment that instantly caught everyone's attention. When Jimin casually removed his jacket, Jungkook suddenly exclaimed, "Sexy." The room burst into laughter. In just one word, the serious atmosphere shifted. It was playful, natural, and filled with a familiarity that can only be built over more than a decade together. In this video, we're diving into everything: the emotional depth of the interview, their journey through military service, their artistic evolution, and of course, those small but unforgettable moments that remind us BTS isn't just a group. It's a brotherhood. After nearly 4 years apart, BTS shared their individual journeys. They spoke about fears, doubts, insomnia, creative pressure, and the overwhelming expectations placed on them as global icons. This comeback wasn't just about releasing new music or going on a world tour. It was about rebuilding, emotionally, artistically, and personally. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook all grew in different ways during their service. They developed stronger individual identities, explored their own artistry, and faced challenges alone. Yet in the end, they chose to reunite. By mid-2025, after the final member completed military service, the 7 of them moved to Los Angeles to live together again, something they hadn't done since 2019. That decision was symbolic. It felt like going back to their trainee days, when they lived under one roof with nothing but dreams and determination. The difference now: they had already conquered the world. Their routine in LA was strict: morning workouts, shared meals, and studio sessions from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m., 6 days a week. RM described it as working like a businessman. There was discipline, focus, and a clear understanding that their return had to meet historic expectations. One of the most emotional revelations came from RM's Weverse broadcast months earlier. He admitted that at one point he had considered disbandment. The pressure, the sleepless nights, the fear of no longer meeting expectations, it weighed heavily on him. V described RM as the group's identity, someone who carries more responsibility than anyone realizes. Jimin saw RM's confession as a reflection of his love for ARMY. Suga explained that even in their darkest moments, they used humor to survive. They teased each other, laughed together, but sometimes cried alone. That's the reality of BTS. Not just polished idols, but real people navigating enormous pressure. Military service transformed them completely. From performing in stadiums filled with tens of thousands of fans, they became ordinary citizens following strict routines. Jin and J-Hope served as instructors. Jungkook worked as a military chef. V joined special forces. Suga fulfilled his duty as a public service worker. The shift was drastic. Suga spoke about learning discipline in a new way. J-Hope said he gained a deeper understanding of Korean society and everyday life. Jimin admitted there were moments that nearly brought him to tears. And then there was Jungkook. There was a story shared during the interview about him crying because he missed the stage so deeply. He longed to perform again. He missed BTS. V recalled it warmly. Suga emphasized how that moment showed Jungkook's pure dedication to the group. Even though Jungkook tried to downplay it, the others made it clear his heart has always been tightly connected to BTS. During the hiatus, each member expanded their artistic identity. RM explored introspective and philosophical themes. Suga, as Auguste, confronted mental health and social pressure. J-Hope experimented with bold new sounds. Jin leaned into emotional melodies. V embraced minimalism and jazz-inspired aesthetics. Jimin achieved powerful international solo success. Jungkook dominated global charts. Instead of creating distance, their individual growth strengthened their reunion. Jimin admitted that seeing his bandmates evolve motivated him. Jungkook described the creative process for their new album as liberating, more open, more collaborative, more mature. Their upcoming album, Arirang, draws inspiration from the traditional Korean folk songs symbolizing distance, longing, and reunion. It represents a new chapter, honoring their roots while embracing growth. Suga described the music as introspective. RM said the project helped redefine BTS's identity, not nostalgia, but evolution. And then the now-famous moment. In the middle of the interview's serious tone, Jimin removed his jacket, revealing a fitted tank top. Without hesitation,